Welcome all in our today's lecture. In this lecture, we are discussing about Stokes theorem. What is the statement of Stokes theorem? The surface integral of normal component of the vector point function f bar. So this is our vector point function f bar, and n cap is a unit normal vector. Then that means del cross f bar dot n cap taken over an open surface S as shown in figure, bounded by closed curve C. So this curve is curve C and surface S is bounded by this curve C, is equal to the line integral of the tangential component of f bar. So as shown in given figure, tangential component of f bar taken around the curve C. That means circular integral over C of f bar dot dr bar equal to surface integral over surface S of del cross f bar. That means curl of f bar, its dot product with unit vector, unit normal vector n cap ds. That means this is the normal component of curl of the vector point function f bar, means del cross f bar dot n cap. Okay. So one note is here. So if C is closed curve which is boundary of plane surface S1 and S2. Okay. So this is our surface S and suppose this is our surface S1. Okay. And C is common boundary for surface S as well as surface S1. So in that case, surface integral of del cross f bar dot n cap ds is equal to surface integral over surface S1 del cross f bar dot n cap ds. ओके, म्हणजे काय याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला जर सरफेस इंटिग्रल फाइंड करायचं असेल तर तुम्ही सर्क्युलर इंटिग्रल फाइंड करून सुद्धा हे दाखवू शकता जर हे इव्हॅल्युएट करायला विचारलं असेल, किंवा तुम्ही डायरेक्टली सरफेस इंटिग्रल फाइंड केलं तरी चालेल. ओके, लाईन इंटिग्रल विचारलं असेल क्लोज्ड कर्व साठी तुम्ही सरफेस इंटिग्रल फाइंड करू शकता, सरफेस इंटिग्रल विचारलं असेल तर लाईन इंटिग्रल फाइंड करू शकता. And one more formula is here. If we require surface integral over surfaces, then in that case you can find surface integral over surface S1. Okay, both are same when if C is closed curve which is boundary of these two surfaces. Okay, so this is our Stokes theorem, and then afterward we try to solve some examples using Stokes theorem. Okay. Now try to solve some examples using Stokes theorem. So our first example is evaluate double integration of curl of f bar dot n cap ds. So here we have given curl of f bar. That means we have to use Stokes theorem for the surface of paraboloid z is equal to 9 minus x square minus y square. Above the plane z is equal to 0. Z is equal to 0 means xy plane, above the xy plane. And f bar is this given vector point function. So first of all write given f bar. So in that coefficient of I bar is f1, coefficient of z bar is f2, and coefficient of k bar is f3. So write the statement of Stokes theorem, because we have given here curl of f bar, that's why we are using Stokes theorem. So statement of Stokes theorem become surface integral of del cross f bar means curl of f bar, its dot product with n cap ds is equal to surface integral over S1 of del cross f bar dot n cap ds, which is equal to closed interval over curve C of f bar dot dr bar. So C is the curve, this surface S and S1 both are bounded by this curve C. Okay, so first of all I will draw given curve. So given surface is z is equal to 9 minus x square minus y square above plane, z is equal to 0. That means xy plane, above the xy plane, as shown in figure. So z is equal to 9 minus x square minus y square. So this implies 0 is equal to 9 minus x square minus y square. So this implies x square plus y square is equal to 9. Shift this both term of x and y toward left side, sign will be changed. So this is our small diagram of paraboloid. So this is x-axis, this is our y-axis, and this is our z-axis. Okay, this is our origin O, and z is equal to 0 plane means this x o y plane. Okay, so paraboloid z is equal to 9 minus x square minus y square. Here arbitrary constant is present. That means this paraboloid does not passing through origin. So our diagram will be look like this. So this is the base on xy plane of our paraboloid. Okay. So like this. So this is our paraboloid. Z is equal to 9 minus x square minus y square. Okay, so this surface become yes, right? And this curve, this shaded region is our surface S1. So I will write here S1. Okay, and this curve is C. Okay, so in that way we get equation of this curve is x square plus y square is equal to 9. Okay, now first of all I will find del cross f bar. Our requirement is to find surface integral of curl of f bar dot n cap ds. That means to find double integration over s1 of del cross f bar dot n cap. So for that, first of all I will find del cross f bar. So del cross f bar is equal to, by our definition it become I bar j bar k bar deva by deva x deva by deva y deva by deva z, then f1, f2, f3. Okay, so this is equal to I bar into bracket partial derivative of f3 with respect to y. All of us know that how to find 3 by 3 determinant, then partial derivative of f2 with respect to z, then minus j bar into bracket partial derivative of f3 with respect to x minus partial derivative of f1 with respect to z plus k bar into bracket partial derivative of f2 with respect to x minus partial derivative of f1 with respect to y. So this is the del cross f bar. Now this is equal to I bar into bracket. First requirement is to find partial derivative of f2 with respect to y. Here is our f2. So its partial derivative with respect to y become 3x. Then minus sign partial derivative of f2 with respect to, here is a partial derivative of f3 with respect to y. And then minus partial derivative of f2 with respect to z. So what is partial derivative of f3 with respect to y? So this term does not contain y. So partial derivative becomes 0. Minus partial derivative of f2 with respect to z. So f2 does not contain z. So partial derivative becomes 0. Minus j bar into bracket partial derivative of f3 with respect to x. So this is our f3. So derivative with respect to x becomes 2z. Right? Then minus partial derivative of f1 with respect to z. Okay, so partial derivative of f1 with respect to z, but f1 does not contain z, so derivative becomes 0 plus k bar into bracket partial derivative of f2 with respect to x is 3 bar. Then minus sign partial derivative of f1 with respect to y is 1. So in that way we get del cross f bar is equal to 0 I bar minus 2z j bar plus into bracket 3y minus 1 into k. Okay. So here n cap is unit normal vector to surface S1 parallel to z axis in upward direction. Therefore, n cap is equal to k bar, right? So this is our surface and n cap is a perpendicular vector. Okay. So n cap is a unit normal vector to the surface S1 parallel to z axis. Okay. Perpendicular to surface and parallel to z axis. That's why this n cap is k bar, which is in upward direction. Therefore, del cross f bar dot n cap. So this is our requirement. So replace value of del cross f bar, which is 0 I bar minus 2z j bar plus 3y minus 1 into k bar, and its dot product with k bar. Okay. So dot product of k bar with I bar is 0. Then minus dot product of k bar with respect to j bar is 0. Then dot product of k bar with k bar is 1. So we get 3y minus 1 into 1. So this becomes 3y minus 1. Del cross f bar dot n cap. And therefore, from equation 1, we get surface integral over S of del cross f bar dot n cap ds is equal to surface integral over S1 of 3y minus 1 into ds. Okay. So this is equal to integration 3y minus 1 into dx dy. Okay. So the surface S1 is on XY plane, right? So this is in 2D. So our surface S1 is x square plus y square is equal to 9, is a circle with radius 3. Therefore, use polar coordinate x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. Okay. And dx dy is equal to r dr d theta. Now limits for x. So limits for x become, limit for r is equal to 0 to r is equal to radius of circle. Okay. So radius of this circle is 3. And now limit for theta, limits for theta become theta is equal to 0 to theta is equal to 2 pi, because it covers whole circle. Okay, that's why theta varies from 0 to 2 pi. And therefore, surface integral over S of curl of f bar dot n cap ds is equal to integration r is equal to 0 to 3 integration theta is equal to 0 to 2 pi into bracket 3y minus 1. 3 as it is, value of y is r sin theta minus 1 into dx dy become r dr d theta. Okay. So this is equal to integration r is equal to 0 to 3 integration theta is equal to 0 to 2 pi 3 r square sin theta dr d theta, multiplying this term inside the bracket and separating the integral. So here this equation minus integration r is equal to 0 to 3 integration 0 to 2 pi r into 1 become r dr d theta. And here limits for r and theta, both limit, lower and upper limit of r and theta are constant. So we can directly integrate separately with respect to r as well as theta. So we get 3 into integration of r square is r cube divided by 3, limit from 0 to 3 into bracket integration of sin theta is minus cos theta, limit from 0 to 2 pi, right? Minus integration of r is r square upon 2, limit from 0 to 3, integration of 1 with respect to theta becomes theta, because function of theta is absent. What is the function of theta? So which is constant 1. So integration of 1 with respect to theta is theta, limit from 0 to 2. So in that way this 3 will get cancelled, replace r by upper limit 3, so we get 3 cube minus 0 into bracket minus cos of 2 pi minus cos of 0 bracket complete minus 1 upon 2 into bracket 3 square minus 0 into bracket 2 pi minus 0. So in that way we get this sum become 0 because value of cos 2 pi is 1 and value of cos 0 is 1. So this minus minus become plus 1 and this minus 1 become 0. Okay. So in that way we get this term becomes 0, 0 into anything becomes 0. Minus 1 upon 2 into square of 3 is 9 into this 2 pi. So this 2 will get cancelled and finally we get minus 9 pi. So this is our final answer. So in that way we can very easily evaluate given surface integral using Stokes theorem. Okay. Now try to solve one more example using Stokes theorem. So example become evaluate double integration of del cross f bar dot n cap ds. Here is we have given curl of f bar. Del cross f bar means curl of f bar. That means we have to use Stokes theorem. Here S is the curved surface of the paraboloid. Here is also surface of paraboloid bounded by the plane z is equal to 2 and paraboloid is x square plus y square is equal to 2z. Here f bar is this factor point function. So first of all I will write given f bar, then write statement of Stokes theorem, okay, which can help you to find surface integral as per given requirement. So Stokes theorem becomes surface integral over surface S of del cross f bar dot n cap ds is equal to double integration over surface S1 of del cross f bar dot n cap ds is equal to closed integral over C of f bar dot dr. Okay, in some cases we can find this closed integral over curve C. Okay, so the surface S1 and S2 are bounded by this curve C. Here S is surface bounded by x square plus y square is equal to 2z and z is equal to 2, and S1 is surface of intersection of x square plus y square is equal to 2z and z is equal to 2. Okay, so S1 is a surface which is bounded by these two planes. Okay, bounded by these two curves. So first of all I will draw these two curves in our small diagram. So suppose this is our x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So as per given thing, this is our paraboloid, x square plus y square is equal to 2z. So in this equation arbitrary is constant is absent. Okay, arbitrary constant is absent in this equation. So that's why this curve passing through our origin O. Okay, as well as power of x and y are even. That means our curve is symmetric to z axis. Okay, so our paraboloid is like this. So this is a 3D curve, right, in xyz plane. This is our paraboloid, and this paraboloid is bounded by plane z is equal to 2, and this is our plane z is equal to 2. Okay, so somewhere there is an intersection between this paraboloid and 3D plane. So this intersection is like this. Okay, this is the intersecting plane. Okay, intersection between paraboloid and this plane z is equal to 2. Now the surface of paraboloid bounded by these two curves is S1. This is our curve C, and this shaded surface, okay, which is the intersection of this paraboloid and z is equal to 2 plane, is suppose S1. Okay, so this shaded region is our surface S1. Okay, and now this is the intersection between these two curves. So put z is equal to 2 in this equation, so we get x square plus y square is equal to 4. That means this surface S1 is a circle with radius 2. Okay. Now, next requirement is to find del cross F bar for S1. So this is our surface S1. And we know that del cross F bar is determinant I bar, J bar, K bar, partial derivative with respect to x, with respect to y, and with respect to z. This is our second column, row. And third row is F1, F2, F3. So using definition of 3 by 3 determinant, we get this determinant become I bar into partial derivative of F3 with respect to y minus partial derivative of F2 with respect to z. Okay. Then minus sign J bar into partial derivative of F3 with respect to x minus partial derivative of F1 with respect to z plus K bar into bracket partial derivative of F2 with respect to x minus partial derivative of F1 with respect to y. So this is definition of 3 by 3 determinant. Now find this partial derivative of F1, F2, F3 with respect to x, y, z. So in our equation, coefficient of I bar is F1, coefficient of z bar is F2, coefficient of k bar is F3. Okay. So I bar into bracket partial derivative of F3 with respect to y. So this is our F3. Its partial derivative with respect to y become 1 into constant x as it is minus partial derivative of F2 with respect to z. So this is our F2, partial derivative with respect to z become 1 because function of z is z, and this 2x is constant. So 2x as it is. Then minus J bar into bracket partial derivative of F3 with respect to x. So this is our F3. Y is constant as it is. Partial derivative of x is 1. Then minus sign partial derivative of F1 with respect to z. So this is our F1, which does not contain variable z. So derivative becomes 0 plus K bar into bracket partial derivative of F2 with respect to x, which is 2z because function of x is x. Its derivative become 1 and constant 2z as it is minus partial derivative of F1 with respect to y. So derivative of x is 0, derivative of y is 1 with minus sign, that means derivative with respect to y become minus 1 into 3 is minus of minus 3. So in that way we get minus x I bar minus y j bar plus 2z plus 3 into k bar. So this is our del cross F bar, and here n cap is unit normal vector parallel to z axis, okay, in upward direction, okay. So here n cap is a unit normal vector to surface S1 and which is parallel to z axis. Okay, this is our surface S1. Suppose this is our normal vector n cap, which is in the direction of z1 in upward direction, and therefore n cap become k bar, and therefore del cross F bar dot n cap is equal to minus x I bar minus y j bar plus 2z plus 3 into k bar, and its dot product with n cap means with k bar. So we know that dot product of I bar with k bar is 0, then dot product of z bar with k bar is also 0, dot product of k bar with k bar is 1. What is remaining? 2z plus 3 into 1 is remaining. So in that way we get this become 2z plus 3. Okay. And now on S1 z is equal to 2. Okay. And therefore del cross F bar dot n cap, which is equal to 2 into 2 plus 3, which is equal to 7. Therefore, from equation 1, double integration over surface S of del cross F bar dot n cap is equal to double integration over surface S1 of 7 into dx into ds1. Okay, so this is ds1 for surface S1. And so this is equal to 7 into integration over surface S1 of ds1. So this is equal to 7 into double integration of S1, but surface S1 is a circle, x square plus y square is equal to 4, circle with radius 2. So 7 into area of circle, x square plus y square is equal to 4, right? So this is equal to 7 into area of circle with radius 2 become pi r square, and here r is 2, so pi into 2 square, since r is equal to 2. So in that way we get 28 pi. So this is our required value of circle integral of del cross F bar dot n cap ds over surface S. Okay, try to solve these examples at home. So in first example, our requirement is to find surface integral of del cross F bar. We have given F bar and the surface is a surface of cone bounded by z is equal to 4 as given in our diagram. So this is hint for finding this integral. This is another integral in which our requirement is to find the surface integral over the surface of paraboloid above xy plane. Z is greater than equal to 0, that means above xy plane as shown in our diagram. This is x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Okay, so this is hint for our second example. Answer is 0. In third example, our requirement is to evaluate circular integral of f bar dot dr bar over c, and we have given f bar over a cube having open base and length of each side of a cube is a units as per shown in our diagram. So this is our base. I will save this, then you can easily. This is our base, and we required circular integral over curves. Okay, so we have shown this by arrow. So our requirement is to find this closed integral over the curve C. So this is curve C. So for that we find line integral from O to A, then A to B, then B to C, and then C to O as per given in our hint. And here f bar dot dr bar become f1 dx plus f2 dy plus f3 dz. But this curve is on xy plane, so that's why z is equal to 0. Therefore, dz is also 0. And in that way, we get our f bar dot dr. So put in this equation z is equal to 0 and dz is equal to 0. Okay, and then solve this.